Must be the luckiest man with the luckiest life. Feeling my karma twice. Fit little shorty with a peach looking right. Just might be my wife. Watching now, I got confidence. In my prime like I'm optimist. Sexy ladies, we cannot be friends. I'ma shoot my shot cause I'm an optimist.
Yes! It's Monday. Welcome back to the Be the Energy podcast. I'm so excited. I've been meaning to do this and I've been postponing getting it organized, but here we are. The prerequisites for today, for you to get the most out of today, is I believe we all have a unique gift and a frequency that when we tap into our way of being and our energy, we provide the greatest impact for the world. We live the most fun, and we all have the opportunity to do that. And we all even have, in my view, a responsibility to do that, because if we are in our highest frequency and we serve other people, that's the best thing we can do for them. Overall, the simplest way I can put life is that life is about increasing joy and reducing suffering. So what's the most essential way to do that? The simplest way to do that? Do it for yourself. Simply put, if it makes you a little bit happier, you've increased the joy in your life and you've increased the joy of the world. Okay, another big belief is that the universe is neutral. Another way of saying that is the universe is unconditional. This one I can go into deeply, but basically it'll support you unconditionally, which means if you say something negative or you're experiencing something negative, it's going to give you more. If you're experiencing something positive, it's going to give you more. So whatever you believe, if I say, you know what, I need to work harder to get my money, the universe is like, we'll support that. If you say, you know what, the more in alignment I am with my authentic self, the more I attract everything I need in my life and the support and the expansion, the universe will support that. So I hope today we find that gap for you and you have breakthroughs. I've had amazing masterclasses and client calls and conversations where people have had these breakthroughs, and even in myself, going into my spaces. I've gone to a men's group yesterday and working with my coach. It's been incredible. So I'm going to dive into those. But let's start with the current energy today. Today is Monday, December 9th, closing out the year. Oh my goodness, this was my birthday week. I just turned 32 last week. All I wanted to do was feel connected to people, and I hosted people at my house for a dinner. It was about 10 to 12 people, and it was just, that's what I love to do. I found how much I love hosting and just sharing a space, cooking food for people. It's incredible how simple that is and how much I love it. We played games, and that was it. I thought of getting a tattoo, but sitting with that, it didn't really excite me. I'm not going to go into that too much, but I just want you to know that things like that is what I wanted to make my birthday memorable and do something that made me feel like when I turned 30, I made an entire rap video. When I turned 31, I got everybody to come on a hike with me in California at 7 a.m. on a Monday. So I was like, the goal of my birthday is always to be a day of inspiration where I don't do anything. And this year I was so grateful because I'm completely my own boss right now. I got let go from my partnership I was in running a creative agency a couple months ago. And it was a huge shift, and I'm full-time coaching. And this is the first month I've covered my expenses with my coaching, or just about. And that's been a huge goal of mine for many years. And so when it came to my birthday, I'm like, wow, I get to just choose. I do nothing for this day. I didn't have anybody to respond to, just my clients. And I can just say I can take off completely from this day. I don't even need to let anybody know. This is just how I spend my birthday. So that was huge. So a beautiful week. Just want to share that birthday energy. I want to have more days where we celebrate each other like that. I want to talk about today. Real quickly today, I woke up today. I wanted to do this podcast so bad. I had so many ideas, wanted to get organized. But the first thing I did was look at my finances. And the past year and a half, 2 years when I've been doing my own business, one thing I had to install was tracking every single dollar that I make and spend. More importantly, spend. And because I've gotten myself into debt in the past. And now simply doing those tiny actions that are just tracking. I went to Ralph's yesterday and got a birthday card for my friend. Boom. That $6 charge, when I measure that and write it down, it doesn't make a huge difference in my finances, but it shows I'm accountable to myself. I'm being honest. I'm being true. And those actions change my energy. So if you're hesitant to do those little things that you know you need to do, just know how powerful they are for your energy, how you do one thing, how you do everything. And I bring that up because on a Monday, a lot of times I like to go outside. I'm like, this is a Monday. I don't have any corporate job. I quit that. But I just went straight to tasks. I didn't do anything crazy mindful. I journaled for 5 minutes, but I got right to a task that was on my mind. And I wanted to get to this podcast, but I didn't want to do this podcast with that lingering on my mind. And I've learned over the years as a creative to do the things that I don't necessarily want to do, or my mind thinks I don't want to do, to free up my energy and make me feel so peaceful and authentic to show up for you guys. And I have a responsibility to do that. Okay, now more wins. This past couple weeks, I signed my longest client yet for 3 months. And I had that goal for only 5 to 6 weeks. The second I got let go from my job, I'm like, okay, I'm going to try to do this. In 6 weeks, I've signed 4 clients, and it literally feels like a dream. When I started December, today's the 9th, on December 1st, I'm like, I just want to get one full-time client this month. And I got someone to sign up, I think that day or the next day. I think it was day 1. I think it was December 1st. I got 2 clients to sign up on that day. And I'm like, oh my God, my month has been made. And I was so pumped. And then I had this amazing conversation a couple days ago where I was talking to a new friend I met at the coffee shop, because I'm always talking to people at the coffee shop, and we're sharing. And I'm like, I just want to embody this new level. I hit this new level. If I look back just 2 months ago, this would have been a dream. I would have been in a dream now, but there's something in me that says I'm not there yet. And I realized at that moment, I've been playing with this song called The Luckiest Man Alive, which I played at the beginning of this podcast. And that's my tool. That is my key to embodying these new levels, is saying what I need to say through a rap, having fun with it. And I almost forgot, because I've been rapping so many of my songs this year were songs I had half completed, and I made a commitment to make those songs complete and get them out. I've made 8 songs this year, and now I'm back to playing with new songs and embodying this new level. So it's my rapping and my writing is a way I tap into the future, I tap into these energies, and I solidify them for me. And it's become such a tool. And I was like, oh my God, I am so grateful I have this tool that I use to get me into that energy. And I want everyone to have that tool, because it feels like I'm in this endless spiral of gratitude. And when you really feel it and deeply feel that gratitude, you're like, oh my God, I'm just going to attract more. So I've been in that, like, how do I embody this? And I wrote that song, or I'm writing that song. I'm like, oh my God, that's my tool. I had it the whole time. And I just forgot for a minute, but I remembered. And it was just so powerful. And I'm so excited to post that song. And it's just going so well. So it's incredible. So I wanted to share that we all have these tools for ourselves to embody our own energies. Okay. I also hosted a masterclass about taking our gifts from 2024 to 2025. And that's what stemmed this podcast, because of the breakthroughs I had in that session. People showed up. It was on the New Earth Academy, which is a school group. You guys can follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok. I post all the things I do, the free masterclasses, my coaching. You can check it out anywhere I am. I'm pretty good at finding, if you need to find links, just DM me. I can get you. But in that class, people showed up, and one woman has kids and she wants to show up more fully. She's on maternity leave and she doesn't want to go back to her job because she's spending so much time with her kids. She knows it's good for them. She's happier. So she wants a job that brings her more happiness. And her commitment to getting that job was only an 8 out of 10. But I was trying to remind her, if your happiness, do you believe that your happiness is the highest frequency? And if yes, don't you believe that if your highest frequency will bring you the best job, the best income, the best health, and the best wealth that you can ever align with? And she said yes, but her commitment's only an 8. So that is the work. That's what I want to talk about today. We have these beliefs that now's not the right time to act on what we love to do. Maybe in the future, I'll have the skills to do it. Who am I to do these things? It's too late. What if people judge me? I need more credentials. I'll be too much for people. Some people don't want to be their full selves because they feel like they're being too much. I need to figure it all out first. What's up, Corwin? I'm live on TikTok, by the way. Thanks for the love, dude. And I'm live on TikTok, by the way, because I've heard that this promotes more lives. I have daily fire. I want to give it to people. That's why I'm on this podcast. I want to use my voice. I found my gifts, and now this whole year is about amplifying. That might be my freaking word for all of 2025 is amplify. Okay, so another people say I'm not that type of person. But here's the thing. You become the person the second you decide to do it. Everything I've ever done to find my gifts, to find my way of being, has been claiming it now. So the new beliefs you can think of are action creates that clarity. My moon sign is Aries and my ascending is Taurus. So I'm double fire, Sag, Aries, and then Taurus. So back to the beliefs. My voice is my gift. That's mine. I love that a lot. I think everybody's voice is their gift, but it might not be speaking. But voice is a metaphor for your expression. I love this one. My authenticity attracts alignment. So for me, working in my line of work, and as an entrepreneur, you want clients. Sometimes you lose clients. But if you're being the most authentic you can, you're going to attract the right people at the right time, and it takes trust. Now, the thing with trust that I see so many people get wrong, a lot of people in this LA vibe, they're a little on the spiritual side. I'm very heavy spiritually and light spiritually, but so often there's two sides: surrender and trust all the things that are out of your control. Take action on all the things you can. And so many times people ask for manifestations, the opportunity comes up, but they don't take it. For example, a client may be saying, hey, I can do this job for $150. For me, that's way too low for whatever I do right now, right? I have to say no to act in alignment with my authentic energy. And you have to find that dance, especially with money. Money is one of the most powerful energies to work with. It's very fun because if you're able to navigate that money conversation, you get to see how much energy it moves between two people interacting. But it's up to you to show up and say yes. So another example is my friend was having trouble helping his friend, and he wanted to help him do something. And he kept pushing them to do it, showing them how, and then also almost doing it for them. And that's the distinction. At some point, he was doing it for them. But he said, I just know they can do it. I wish I could help them. I know where they're at. But at some point, you can't do it for them. So you can show people how to do it, just like this podcast, just like this live stream. I can teach you these ways of being. You have to show up and act on them. Now, with my coaching, my energy coaching, that's what I'm here for. I give you the courage and I help you have the clarity and the insight of this is the new belief I want to work on. This is my shadow. This is my fear. That's so clear that it's not who I want to be. But you have to take the step. There's nothing I can do. What's up, Aaron? There's nothing I can do for you to take that step. So action is knowing. And that circles me back to the theme of today, which is if you knew it, you would do it. So now let's get into the juice. Let's talk about relationships first. If you are not in a relationship, or you're in a bad one, or you had a breakup, or you're hurt, whatever it is, if you knew that the right, most perfect person for you was coming in 1 week, that would light a fire under your balls for my guys, right? If you truly knew she was coming, I'm cleaning my room, I'm getting a haircut, I'm going to the gym, I'm eating good, I'm getting ready, right? Same thing with business. If you say no to this client that's not aligned, or this job that's not aligned, and you say, I'm going to get this job when I trust my frequency, and you get that job next week, all you had to do was prepare for it, you would do it. So why is it if you knew it, you'd do it? Because if you knew the job was coming, you would take the action. But we'll never know. That's always going to be an unknown. So you have to trust it as if it's 100% going to happen. And that's what I'm here to inspire you to do, is trust in your energy. So what is it about the belief that you don't fully believe yet? Whether it's your job, your wealth, a relationship, your health. Sometimes we have health goals, like I used to dunk. I want to train to get to this body. If you knew you're going to get there, for me, I want to be a rapper. If I knew I would get there, and all that, it would motivate me so much. So many people say they lack motivation. They do not lack motivation. They lack the trust. They lack the belief. But if you truly knew you were going to get there, all your motivation is here. For example, if I knew that some people don't want to do little open mics, or they don't want to perform, if I knew that every performance I did was leading to that bigger one, you're so much more fired up now. So the goal is to connect to that vision. Formula for you is let your physical mind come up with a vision of the future that excites you beyond belief. Whether it's that job that you love, that you get to spend time with your family and your kids. If you get that job, how would that feel? Now, when you go to act on it, you'll notice the beliefs. How do I get it? What is the job? What if it's lower money? What if I'm going to have to move? All these different things that you have no clue. But the reminder is the possibility of that job is just as real as the non-possibility, meaning the bad situation is just as good as is just as real as the good situation. So which one do you want to believe in? And then how do you take one step now towards it? And there's never a time where you become someone else. You're just removing blocks from your natural state. Your natural state is alignment, is joy, is excitement. So how can you take those steps towards that alignment? How can you take action now to say, I am ready now? And here's a beautiful one. You don't have to feel fully ready now. You could just say, like, I'm going to practice feeling ready now. And you start taking very small steps and your energy starts changing. Then your perspective starts changing. Then you spiral into really embodying fully that I am ready now. Like I said earlier, that's why I did my finances today, because I'm being accountable. I'm taking small steps to make sure my money is in order. I'm staying organized. I'm staying disciplined. All those things are so good for my energy. And last year was my commitment to stability and clarity. So it gives me clarity. Simply put, even if I overspent, right? I have clarity on how much I overspent. So it doesn't even matter what the actual effect is or the result of the action. That's another great nugget is let go of the outcome. So say you have kids, you're spread thin, you want to change your job. Can you believe that when you take this action in alignment, you're always going to be supported? And no matter what, when you take that action, you're taking a step into courage. And David Hawkins on his map of consciousness has courage as the shift from negative vibrations, lower vibrations to the higher vibrations. So if you can get so clear on your intention of why you're taking the step, and you can get so clear on the step you're on and that it feels right and know what the fear is that's coming up, it'll be so easy to take that step. It'll be such a smaller step for you to take. Okay. Pretty sure that's it for today. If you knew it, you'd do it. So if you say, I know this is my passion, I know this is my path, you don't. Because if you did, you would be acting on it. You would be taking steps towards it. And I know that may be harsh, but I want it to break you into your subconscious to be like, why am I not taking this step? What is the fear? Another really great practice, go extreme with the fears. When you go extreme with the fears, it helps get really clear on what the specific fear is. I'm going to run out of money. I'm going to lose my house. I'm going to be embarrassed. I'm going to be homeless. I'm going to die. All the way down, right? So what's that feeling? Embarrassed is a feeling. I don't want to feel embarrassed now. So how do you shift that? What is the other ways you can look at it? If I go for this, I'm the courageous one. I'm proud of myself. I took a step. I'm trusting my alignment. I'm trusting my frequency. I'm trusting my excitement. Who do you want to be? That is your question. I'm looking forward to 2025. I want to make some more podcasts on activating our energy for 2025. I want to be consistent on the content. We're live streaming right now on TikTok. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I hope this sparked you. If it did, please give me some feedback. Shoot me an email. Shoot me a comment on TikTok, on Instagram. I'll be posting a ton. Share my podcast with any other energy freaks that need to be activated. We all have our unique frequency, and it's up to us to reveal it, to share it. And your highest frequency is the greatest thing for everyone and yourself. Have some fun today. You're the luckiest person alive if you're listening to this. Boom!
Fresh new clothes and the skin fade. Energy freaks call me sensei. I like my women like I like my life. I keep them on the edge, no risque. Okay, life is a puzzle, never complete. Yeah, I'm keeping the peace. Rap game overly obese on the beat. Boy, I just gotta eat. Could not believe I used to doubt myself. My thoughts loud, I used to drown myself. I kept swimming till I grounded myself. Then I took the leap and I found myself. Sitting so lit at my desk with a short man's complex. From the jump, I just wanna be seen. From a childhood dream, got a minute dunk contest. I be putting in the work, I be reading these books, I be doing my thing. I be working with the therapist, changing my brain, going deep, getting Reiki, REM sleep, then I wake up saying I must be the luckiest man with the luckiest life. Healing my karma twice. Fit little shorty with a peach looking right, just might be my wife. Watching now, I got confidence in my prime like I'm optimist. Sexy ladies, we cannot be friends. I'ma shoot my shot cause I'm an optimist.